Retard flow state. Why it's so powerful with beautiful women, and why when you unlock this side of yourself, right, we don't just go full retard. We're not just like walking around like, ugh. We still know how to talk. We're still competent. We're still a leader. But there should be a side of you as a man that is a true flow state retard with women. It's so important. And it's even more important with the higher quality women, as ironic as that sounds. And for a lot of guys, especially successful, high earning, logical guys, this is so hard to adapt because it will go against everything you've been conditioned to be. Every version of you that wins in life and business, this is the polar opposite. But it's so important to master, and it's so important to deploy because women are different species. They're not a man. They're entirely different. So, in this video, we're gonna break down what is it, the psychology behind its value, examples of application, and how to unlock it so that you can trigger higher levels of female desire by acting like a retard. Okay, what is it? It's a state of liberation and freedom from outcome or approval so transformative that you act retarded. Think of it this way. If you're around your family or a loved one, do you ever for a second consider how you're being perceived? Probably not. Do you ever for a second consider, I have to act a certain way around these individuals? Never. Why? You don't care because there's been so much already established in your mind on where you stand with them, how they perceive you, etc. It liberates you. And so therefore, you will say things in front of people you're comfortable with that you would never say in front of a beautiful woman. Obviously. Why? Is it because you're not who you are in front of women? No, you're hiding yourself. You're hiding yourself because you're so petrified of the outcome and their approval that you're not free and you're not liberated. And therefore, you're a shell of yourself. And your dumb remarks and your humor, you hide it. Therefore, we're not in retard flow state. Retard flow state is literally not caring about what women think, about their approval, about the outcome, about being liked, about getting laid, to such a degree that you let out the weirdest, most unconventional, retarded sides of you that we all have. That's what it is. You take nothing personally, say things that are illogical and dumb. You don't hold back, and you never get emotional. This is really important. The reason you get so emotional when it comes to your dating life, when it comes to women, when it comes to being liked, oh my gosh, you're gonna text back, is because you care about what's going to happen. You care. If you're watching a sports game, a match, whatever, sport ball, and it's two teams you don't care about, do you feel emotional? No, unless you're gambling. You don't feel emotional. Why? Why is it that you don't feel emotional, but when you watch your team, you get emotional, you care about the outcome? It's wrapped to your identity without going too deep in it. It's the same thing with women. You get emotional because you care. You care because you've told yourself it's a big deal. You've told yourself through conditioning, if she doesn't like me, do any women like me, and therefore I'm worthless. Imagine a world in which you're so retarded flow state you don't care about any of that. None. No attachment to the outcome. No attachment to her being like, oh, I hated that guy. Imagine you hang out with a beautiful woman, she says, oh, I don't like you at all, and you laugh because you don't care. Imagine that liberation. This is what's possible when you unlock this. We'll entertain nonsense for the vibe. A lot of guys are too logical. Women go to nonsense world. They say things dumb, and you try to make sense of it. You try to reason it. They'll say something dumb on a date. You're like, no, I can see your perspective. You need to go into that world. You can't care. Because what's stopping retard flow state in these instances with nonsense is you're like, well, I don't want her to see me as stupid. I don't want her to see me as a guy that isn't smart, blah, blah, blah. And so therefore you reject La La Land and retard world, and you get serious again. You get logical again. This literally hurts female desire. You need to, because they're weasels, right? And so you need to do the weasel dance. You're with a weasel. Sometimes you have to go into weasel world in retard flow state and do the weasel dance in conversation. Don't dance, it's gesturing. But go into that world in conversation and let them know you can hang with them and make them feel good about that. The only way you will entertain nonsense, take nothing personally, not get emotional, is if you are liberated from fear and from caring about the outcome. And then you're so free. And the reason I'm making this video is I was texting with one of my one-on-one clients. He's been doing a ton of inner work. And he's like, I can see as a byproduct, I'm around women and I say things I normally would keep to myself. I say things that are just dumb and outlandish, and it works because he unlocked it through inner work. And so I was like, that's so important. And it's so true. And that's such a direct tie to how unlocking this creates external behaviors that women love. So let's make it a video because it's so accurate. Now, you understand what is it, right? And big distinction. This doesn't mean we don't tell them what to do. This doesn't mean we're not competent. This doesn't mean we don't make decisions. But there are so many times where you have to unlock retard flow state. Very important because now you're speaking their language because they're a weasel. Now, the psychology behind its value. Earlier I said in this video, it is even more important, ironically, for higher quality women, more beautiful women. Let me explain why. When you're talking to a high quality woman, like at the very top, women have an excess in surface level value from guys. Money, looks, status. If we're taking, and let's determine value by age, beauty, behavior, upbringing, etc. If you're looking at a 20-year-old beautiful girl, does she lack an amount of guys that have money, that are trying to DM her, that are trying to talk to her? It's everywhere. What about good-looking guys? What about guys that are 6'4"? It's everywhere. What about guys that are famous? What about guys that have 20,000 Instagram followers? It's everywhere. And so as you can see, because they have such an excess in hypergamy variables, it weakens the value because it's an excess, it's not scarce. You know what is scarce? A unique feeling you provide them. Because not only does the surface level hypergamy variables provide just a surface level feeling in general, right? Yeah, you might wow her with a big yacht. 2 days on the yacht, it's just a yacht, right? And so variables like hypergamy are surface level. They provide emotions, but they're very fleeting. She's gonna get over the fact that you're 6'4". Like, it's gonna be there, and then after a week, after a month, you're just who you are. And then it boils down to the emotions that are everlasting, which is not created by surface level things. Everlasting emotions are created by internal things, which is your behavior and the emotions you make her feel when she's with you. Especially the emotions of being bold, especially these rare emotions, because think about it. The more beautiful a woman is, at the very top, the more she's so used to and conditioned guys being simps, guys not putting their foot down, guys not being leaders, guys not being retarded. Because every single guy, 99.999% of them, are so nervous about keeping her, about her liking them, etc. When they come across a guy that doesn't do any of that, isn't in their head like a woman, isn't in their head and insecure and anxious like a weasel, because that's how they feel it, that's how they perceive it, it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is amazing. The core differentiator and what they value comes down to emotional feelings you give them. Retard flow state, RFS, creates feelings of stimulation, lowered anxiety, heightened desire, increased comfort, and adoration. Let me explain adoration, because that might be one that you're like, what? Women, even and especially the most beautiful, the highest quality, very anxious, very insecure, very in their head, very worried about everyone's approval, very worried about outcomes. They live in this state if they are by themselves. It sounds like exactly the opposite of retard flow state, because it is. Because it is. This is how they're hardwired. They have estrogen, they have hormones. They're a mess. When they come across a guy that is 1 in a million, quite literally, because he sees their beauty and doesn't fucking care and is liberated and says whatever he thinks is on his mind and takes them to La La Land and isn't afraid of their approval and is comfortable walking away and all these things because he's liberated, that's more rare than any private jet. That's more rare than any sports car. That's more rare than height. That's more rare than status. Because she'll go to a private party and everyone's nervous and everyone's trying to impress her and everyone's trying to fuck her. She'll go to the yacht, same thing. She'll go to a party with all good looking guys, same thing. So what's the difference? What's the differentiator? What's the separator? It's in the emotional feeling by doing this shit, by being so free internally that you operate in front of her like you don't want her, you don't care, all these things, because you genuinely don't. You genuinely don't. Then that triggers the feeling of, holy shit, I adore that guy because I see in him everything that is lacking in me. Yin and yang. They see, I'm always in my head, I always care about others' opinions, blah, 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 blah. This guy doesn't, anxiety lowered. They adore the fact that you've done the inner work and you can do that as a man. They're infatuated by the fact that everything they struggle with, you don't possess. They love it. Now, examples of application, and then I'll tell you how to unlock it. Examples of application. Let's say, oh, and by the way, this is important too. When it comes to lower quality women, like 4s, 5s, 6s, whatever, they don't have an excess in looks, money, or status. So you could have terrible game, be really good looking. Let's say you're a 9 looks and you're talking to a 4. She'll look past all of that because it's a scarce thing to her. So this really matters. I'm telling you, this really matters when you go 8+, because they already have all the excess external stuff. Now, examples of application. Let's say she says something stupid. You play into it. You don't try to be like, oh yeah, I see your point of view. Oh yeah, I think you're right. For example, she says, I love sushi, but I hate fish. This just happened to me. An absolute weasel. Second day, she came over, we ordered sushi. She gets a fucking cucumber roll. And in the beginning, I was like, you like sushi? She's like, yeah. She gets a goddamn cucumber roll. It's 2 pieces of cucumber wrapped in rice. And I take the chopsticks and I look at her fucking roll that she ordered. I'm like, are you kidding me? What are we talking about here? You love sushi, which is just vegetable vegetable and rice. And I leaned in and I gave her shit. I didn't hold back because I'm free. As a result, desire increased. Holy shit, he can call me out. Holy shit, we can just talk nonsense. He's making me feel silly and funny, blah, blah, blah. Emotional stimulation. 99.999% of other guys would have been like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I can see why you got that. Is that all you normally get? No, you're a weasel. I asked you if you wanted goddamn sushi and you ordered fucking cucumber and rice. Another example, she tries to trigger you and you don't care. Obviously, there's a line to this. Obviously, if she takes it to a point of no return, you're a Gestapo. But in the times where it's playful giving you shit, you don't care. You're not emotional. You take nothing personally because you see them for who they truly are and you're a retard, right? So why do you wear those shoes? I wear them because you don't like them. I wear them every day and I put them on with an evil smile on my face knowing I'm gonna piss you off. Retard flow state. I don't care. Don't care about her opinion. I don't care that she might see me as, oh my God, he's offensive. Oh my God, he's evil. No, I am so liberated and free. I let everything fly. Think about it if it was like your friend, right? Your friend's giving you shit for shoes you wear. You'd probably say that. You'd probably be like, yeah, I wear them because you don't fucking like them, you dumbass. They're goated. So what's the difference? The difference is you're emotional and you care and you're in a fear state. Release yourself. Another example, she starts getting logical in conversation. When you're in RFS, hijack it and go stupid because you know that this isn't fun and you're not afraid to go back to fun and potentially upset her, potentially offend her because you want to have fun. Obviously, you're with a woman. So let's say she says, do you want to do this job forever? Is this what you want to do for the rest of your life? Some dumbass interview question. When you're in retard flow state, you're just like, look, did we meet on Glassdoor? What? Like, tell me your favorite color. Like, if you were an animal, I want to know what that would be. Who cares about my career path? That's what a retard would say because he doesn't care. He's liberated. He's like, what the fuck? We're not doing an interview, bro. And every single time, percent of men on dates, when girls get logical, what do they do? Because they're not liberated, because they're in a fear state, because they care about their approval, they follow the girl's lead, they zip it, they don't actually voice how they feel, the dates suck. Because you're not voicing your true opinion. Your true opinion is why on earth are we having an interview on a date? What is going on? You feel it, but you don't say it. Why? You're not here. You're not here. As a result, desire always goes down. Now, how to unlock it? It's a process. It's not like you're gonna unlock it from this video. You can try, but it's a process. What's stopping this behavior is fear and conditioning. You've been conditioned to be nice, and what's rooted in being conditioned to be nice as a good person is the fact that you never want to do anything that has a risk or exposure of them getting offended, them getting upset, which is completely stopping you from shooting from the hip and saying nonsense. Because there's the fear that if I say nonsense, she'll take it the wrong way. Good. Why does she need to take everything the right way? And by the way, if she took it the right way, she's still not gonna like you because you're goddamn nice. Conditioned to take them seriously and see them equally. One of the worst things when you're not in this state is you see women equally, and so you take them seriously and you never go to this nonsensical world because you're like, no, this is an adult that I need to treat with the utmost respect. No, they want you to be a retard flow state so that they feel better and their anxiety's down. You're seeing things and you're perceiving women in a light that only hurts you. Fear of approval, outcomes, perception, rejection, pain. So long as you fear for their approval, you're afraid of getting rejected, and the emotions associated with it, you will play timid, you will play passive the game, you will treat them not as a retard flow state. We have to unlock and beat the shit out of this stuff, out of our fucking psyche and our inner game. Lack of love for yourself, this is very important. This is very important. A lot of people don't understand that a lot of your problems come from the fact that you don't love yourself enough. Think of it this way. If you loved yourself unapologetically, every bit of you, would you ever try to shield it? If you loved yourself unapologetically, would you ever really care about approvals to feel good? No, you would just already feel amazing. You would already feel that. And so you're trying to fill voids of a lack of love with approval and acceptance, especially from women, and importance and all of these things. But the second you're in that energetic vibe, they hate you. And so when you love yourself and unlock that level of love for who you are, you're never anything but you. Totally and completely. Because even if they hate you, even if they block you, even if they gossip about you, you don't care because you have the feeling of love already. So whatever. It's your loss. I don't give a fuck. That's a feeling of outcome independency that is liberating and will have you acting like a full-blown retard. Guilt of changing behavior. A lot of times too, when we're just saying things from the hip, when we're doing things differently, we feel levels of guilt about the potential of offending or pain or blah, blah, blah. All of these low-level negative emotions will keep you stuck forever. You will loop your behavior. You will loop the fact that you can't be free. You can't be free. You have an energetic monkey on your back that's stopping you from being retarded. As a result, you lean on the external variables that women, especially at the top, already have, and so you just blend in like another rich dude, like another good-looking guy. It's not moving the needle. Energy, aura, game, emotions, the feeling she has when she's with you. And by the way, not every girl is going to respond well to your version of who you are as a retard. That's okay. My retard is not for everybody. When I'm myself, people either love me or they hate me. Whatever. I don't care. But guess what? Even when you're not liberated, playing it safe, try to curate a personality, try to be somebody you can't unapologetically be, people will still love and hate you. It's unavoidable. But the ones that do love you, and what you'll see is the emotion intensifies. So the ones that do love me, they'll take bullets. They'll do whatever it takes. The ones that do hate me, I don't even care about. That's liberation. See you in the next video.